here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And, Charles, you look back to last year's draft class for quarterbacks. We had a good crop. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, the two Joshes, Allen and Rosen, Lamar Jackson, all just in the first round. So here we get two second-year quarterbacks set to face off. How have things changed?
Well, for these young guys, that first year, typically learning experience, team's not very good. They just want to see you handle some situations. But everyone expects a jump in year two. And with that, they expect the fortunes of the team to jump as well.
Ready to break. 58, 58, Mike. Oh, yes, come. Yes, yes. Get.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 21 carries, 78 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On 3rd and 2. Hart, and he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Ready?
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hart dumping it off for Johnson. For the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Looking to throw. Hart, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's tight end Clay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Hart. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 2. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. Well, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A good pickup there, a 22. Now on first down. He'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. On first down, it's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Johnson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Leo!
Now on second down, this is Gore. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Owens. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be caught by Rice. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again, we get a peek at Larry Fitzgerald as he heads back out there now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
You got nothing. Check 37.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Hart. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. On first down, Hart. He gets this one to Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On second down, it's Johnson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back to throw. Hart. Is complete to the tight end, Clay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Looking to throw. Hart. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the 3rd player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. And he also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his days, his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down. Hart. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Operating from the gun. Hart. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Back to throw. Hart. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Hey, high 7.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Showing up. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Go. Sponge.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Philon able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
61, matchbox, right, get it.
On 3rd down, it's Craig, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's Peterson. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Throwing on 1st down. Hart. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Clay, the intended receiver, from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards, the final tally. Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. The 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Switch. Hey, Delta.
They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 6 yards away. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. On 1st and 10, Hart. Open man is Kirk, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw. Hart. And Bolden brings it in, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back to throw.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Come on, come get some. Come get some. Come on, come get some.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go to Johnson again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Bryant's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this doesn't get